Bands too long for a nigga so cheap and your flex OD and sex OD. You got it, girl, you got it.
What's up, guys? Welcome to, I feel like I don't want to just, what's up, welcome to my channel every time. Hey! Yeah. What's up, y'all? I'm back with another reaction video. We about to do Maury, sorry, I can't see. But Maury, I raised another man's baby for 3 years. So let's see what it's about.
Monday night. Now I'm not going to tell the people that he's a psychic. Kevin Hart's reading people's minds. He's going to have a baby.
Everyone, welcome 18-year-old Kenya to the Maury Show. Here's how tough it's been for Kenya. When she was 14, she gave birth to her now 4-year-old son, Deshaun. Look at him. As you can imagine, Kenya was shocked when she found out she was pregnant at 13. And by the way, so was her then 14-year-old boyfriend, Shantez. And Shantez's mother, Vanessa. But Vanessa told Shantez, guess what, son? You're 14, you gotta man up and take responsibility. So that was like 4 years ago. But now Vanessa and Shantez have changed their tune, and now they are denying baby Deshaun. 13 and pregnant, how'd that go?
I was shocked, I was nervous, I didn't know what to do. But at the same time, you need to be a man and step up and take care of responsibility.
Okay. But here's the thing. Everybody's got to know this. He was there.
Yes,
His mom was there.
She was.
For 3 years.
Yes.
They were there for that baby, right?
Yes.
Okay. But it all changed after the 3rd birthday, didn't it?
Yes.
So let's start talking about exactly what happened. There was a 3-year-old birthday party,
Yes,
right?
sir.
They all came, everything was fine, and then what?
They all went on live, they were showing his party or whatever, and then all of a sudden, they get some comments on there saying that it was another man's baby.
On Facebook?
Yes.
So there were pictures of the child?
Yes,
and
somebody
then
else
somebody
kids.
writes that, wow, that doesn't look like your baby. Looks like
Yes.
somebody else's baby. Your guardian, your mom died when you were very, very young.
Yes,
so you have
she
a
did.
guardian, and her name is Boynetta.
Yes.
And Boynetta is here, and she's kind of like, you know, you've been proud of this young lady.
Yes, sir. I'm very proud of her. Very proud. She came a long way.
Boynetta, do you agree that Shantez was a good father for the first 3 years?
Yes, he was. To the 3rd birthday party. Yes, they was. They was very good in his life.
And then
it's not
it
right.
changed. Flip the
It
script.
changed.
Maury, I am here today to prove that Shantez is the father of my son, Deshaun.
Shantez, I gotta ask you straight out. You love that little boy?
Yeah, I love him. I love him.
You were there from the get-go.
Yes, sir. I've been there from the
Yeah,
get-go.
you
Yes, sir.
was.
Since he
Until you
first
up and
I-
left.
No.
Yes, you did.
More.
Shut
Can
up.
I answer the
Shut up.
question?
Shut up. You up and left after his 3rd birthday. Like, come on now, man up. When you gonna stop being a little kid?
First of all, you had to grow up fast, too.
Yes,
I mean,
sir.
you were 14, she was 13.
I was kind of shocked because I'm young, you know what I'm saying? I'm still living my life, and I still got to live life, you know what I'm saying? So I was kind of young. I was kind of shocked, but it wasn't like I was like, oh, that ain't my baby, I'll talk.
That's
Your mom
not your
told you,
child.
man up, right?
Yes, sir. Yes, sir. Yes, sir.
So now, you remember that 3rd birthday party, right?
Yes, sir.
You posted the picture on Facebook, right?
Yes, sir.
And then there's this comment about this baby doesn't look like you, it's somebody else's baby.
My family, they had a conflict going on Facebook on Live. It was on Facebook Live, and she came out her mouth and said,
That's a lie.
why is y'all doing for a baby that's not y'all?
I never said that. That's a lie. I know you just said
So
that.
after the
That's a lie.
3rd birthday party, that's when I kind of
That's a
fell
lie.
back because I didn't want him to feel like, okay, I never had a father
Yeah,
in my
look,
life,
a
so
year
I didn't
later,
want him to feel like I'm
whatever.
pushing away because I don't want him to be mine. You know what I'm saying? It's a bigger responsibility, so if he is mine, I would take him, you know what I'm saying? So.
Thank you, Vanessa. Good to see you. Good to see you. That your grandbaby?
No, it's not Maury.
it's not.
This is what I don't understand. Obviously, you were shocked when your son told you that his girlfriend at 13 is pregnant.
There was never girlfriend and boyfriend.
Okay.
Murray.
All right.
That's a lie.
But what did you tell your son?
That he was gonna man up and do what he needs to do as a father, something his daddy didn't do.
And you as a grandmother, you were there as well.
Yes, I was,
For
Murray.
3 years.
Yes, I was, Murray.
And then what?
We had a third birthday for Deshaun, and it was posted live on Facebook, and we had altercations going back and forth. A family member approached me about Deshaun and a cousin of mine that looks identical.
Right.
So Kenya decided she wanted to put on Facebook, y'all arguing about a child that's not yours.
That's a lie.
And from there,
That's a
I
lie.
stopped. I
That's a
backed up.
lie.
I
That
love
is
this
a
little
lie.
boy to death, but before I just stop being in his life, I need answers.
Somebody said that you were crying backstage. Why were you crying?
Because it hurts, Murray. It does. This is a 3-year-old little boy that we
It
love
hurts
to
me
death.
too.
But
That y'all left a year later, now y'all want to come back
because
in
of
his
your
life?
lies, Kenya, and
Never
you know it. Just
lied.
admit it.
Never lied.
These are your lies.
Okay, whatever. These not lies. Whatever.
Let's talk about that. For instance, did you used to give her money for daycare?
Yes, I did.
And what
Since when?
I used to give her money because they used to call and ask for money. So when I was in his life, I was giving her money to get him new clothes. He
Since
come back to
when?
my house, he have
I've
nothing
seen
new
receipts,
on.
I've seen clothes.
Well,
I
I don't
don't
even see
like
my
to
money.
have
So you hear rumors about her?
Oh, yes, all the time, Murray. All the time.
Really?
That she's sleeping
What rumors?
around.
So let me get this straight.
Whatever.
You want to be this boy's grandmother.
I do, Murray. I do.
Well, we're going to find out. Right now.
I don't know. I think that me personally, I don't know. I feel like if I don't want to say, I don't know. It's hard to like talk about different topics because I mean they so like controversial, or if that's how you say that word, but it's something that like I'm not gonna understand because one, I'm not a parent, and one, I'm not a man too, because I was about to talk about him, but I'm not a man, and as far as a woman, I'm not a parent either, so I'm not in nobody's shoes. But just from the outside looking in, it kind of looked like well, from the outside looking in, like if it was me, I probably would not treat, if I already thought that a child was mine, and then you know, whatever happened, because it seemed like they story not really together, but whatever happened that made me feel like this child may or may not be mine, I would still, you know, treat that child like that child, especially if I'm already in this child's life. So I would treat that child like that's my child up until I found out that that was not my child. So like that being said, I kind of don't really agree with the fact of after they had the third birthday party. Am I getting this right? Because I want to make sure, because I'm trying to make sure I'm getting all the facts right too while I'm watching it or while I'm commenting on it. But if it was me, like I wouldn't, you know what I'm saying, after his third birthday, whatever even made me feel that way or whatever somebody said, you know what I'm saying, I'm not going to make that change the way that I view this child, especially when you don't know. Like she already, Maury just asked her, you know, or did she think the baby was his or whatever, and the grandma already like, no. But it's just like, at the end of the day, I feel like you shouldn't say nothing until you know for sure, until you're for certain. I mean, I understand that's what you think, but I just feel like I wouldn't say nothing, because if that turned out to be your baby, just like in the last, my last video, like that ended up being his baby, like, and you did cause all this drama, said all this stuff about this not being your son, and a lot of people don't think about what that could cause in the future for that child, you know what I'm saying? Whether that is your kid or it turned out to not be your kid, I still feel like people don't think as far as the child, like, but I don't even know. I guess I don't know. In this situation, they on TV, so they really don't care what the child got to think about it. But yeah, let's get back into it.
In the case of 4-year-old Deshaun, Shantez, you are not.
Dang. And he not the dad. That's crazy. But the baby did kind of look like I don't know. And see, that's another thing. Like, I don't like to go by like complexions and stuff like that because some kids really don't look like they parents. Some kids, you know for a fact, you know that that's their biological parent, both parents, and they don't look like neither one of them. So it really be hard to tell by just looking at a kid. But I feel like the looks and stuff, if the looks is off, that's where the speculation's coming at. But the baby look kind of light, I would say. You think that? The baby look kind of light?
Her baby when she was 13?
Yeah.
She was pregnant when she was 13?
She was pregnant when she was 13.
So she was being a little...
Yeah, she might have been thotting it up a little bit, for sure. Because at 13, you had the baby.
And she was messing with him.
And she was messing with him. Oh, and that was another thing, too. The grandma said that...
the baby looked identical to one of his cousins.
Oh, shoot. I didn't even hear that part, y'all. No, I was going to say the grandma said that the grandma said that they wasn't dating.
Yeah.
That they wasn't even dating. So they probably was just messing around. And at 13, I don't know, he probably was just fucking, even if she thought that it was something else, you know. And clearly she was doing some other stuff too, because that wasn't the only person that she was, you know, around the same time.
Yeah.
Who, y'all? All right. And then they always want to run backstage. But then again, I don't know. She could have thought that was really his baby, but nah. I feel like sometimes, see, this should be crazy because you got to know that it's a little bit of some type of speculation. The only way I'm going to be like, I know, and that's the thing with girls too, like, well, I ain't going to say with girls, but with the girls, but I ain't even going to say it like that, but that's the thing, like, if you know that you've been sleeping with several different people at the time, like usually, I guess sometimes you don't remember or whatever, but if you know that you've been sleeping with several different people, I'm just then and there. I mean, I know it got to be probably, I don't know, maybe embarrassing or whatever. But that's why I feel like it's a double standard, because he probably was out here doing his thing too, but she doing her thing. And it's just like, oh, well, you a hoe or you this or you that. And you don't know who your baby's dad is. But I feel like if it was me, I'm just about to be like, look, I don't know. I guess that's easier said than done, right? You think that's easier said than done? Yeah, that's a little easier said than done. But I still feel like I'm going to want to check, like, you can't, you know what I'm saying? You going to be battling that some people don't really know, though. They be like, oh, well, that was a month ago and this was now, and then they don't know. But I feel like still, if I got some speculation, then I'm going to want to check for myself. You know? What you think? This my baby off to the side, too, Taylor. What you think? What do you think? Like, what do you think? Like, do you think, I don't know. You think it's easier said than done? Like, would you, if you was already, you know, sleeping with a few people, would you be like, you know, I need to check? And that's a question for you guys out there. Like, would you respect a woman more if she was just like, you know, you just as much as you wasn't the only person that she wasn't the only person you was fucking with, like, would you be like, would you accept that? Like, if she was just like, nah, you not the only person that I've been messing with and I need to check, or I feel like that's more sorry guys, that's more respectable.
Yeah.
In a way, like.
But it really is a double standard, because ain't no man gonna be feeling that.
Yeah. And then it's just like, well, you get on the topic of you just let several different men in you. Like, you know?
But then, if I'm Sometimes you don't know.
You don't know, yeah. Sometimes you don't know. I mean, you know, but you don't know.
got
It's what,
trapped.
yeah. I definitely feel that. I feel like it's just a double standard, and I feel like sometimes even when women do know that it's a possibility, okay, I may have, it may be two different people, or I was out doing my thing. However, whatever the situation may be, because they are all different, I just feel like, I don't know. I think it's a double standard, and I think I mean, women, but even though something is a double standard, does not mean that, I mean, you can't try or try to be like, look, this is what it was. Like, I was messing with this person, that person, and I need to check, like, because that's probably what she needed.
So you did me like that?
Wait.
We gonna do this the respectful way. 4 years, can you? 4 years, can you? 4 years, can you? This is what you do to us, bro. You wrong. You dead wrong. You dead wrong. 4 years. We did our part. But guess what? I love him just enough to let you know that this ain't gonna stop. I'll be to get him this weekend. It's crazy. That's crazy. That's crazy. That is so crazy.
We'll be glad to help you. Okay? All right? We'll be glad to help you. I know it's... Now you have to search your memory because this is over 4 years ago. You have to think about who you were with. All right? It's your little girl. Come on. It's all right.
It's all right. Thank you.
But don't...
I'm still going to continue to do that for you.
Okay. Think about it. She was 13.
I was on our daddy too, so I know how it is.
Okay. All right.
Arrested again. You have to be strong to be on the show for this long.
Well, Taylor.
So everybody, we want to welcome you to an all-new Maury social sit-down. Now, I want to show you a photo of twin sisters, Aisha and Faisha.
Okay, well, I was
And sadly, both of them
trying to
never really
pause
felt comfortable
the
in
TV,
single
but
mom that they were born in.
yeah, that's
So
crazy.
6 years ago, Aisha and Faisha made the decision to
Ah.
transform themselves into the men that they are
Oh,
today.
this is the one I wanted to
Angel
watch.
and Fabian.
Can you pause this?
These twins,
Ooh, I gotta watch
you
this.
know, they were prepared to face the
Ooh, and it's 5 minutes. Okay, but dang, I just lost my train of thought, y'all. See, I gotta give me like 5 seconds. Cause I really did. What? Oh yeah, so the grandma said that she was gonna still, you know, be there to get the son and stuff like that. And I feel like that's another thing, like, you know.
Yeah, if that was the case, then
Yeah, and it's not even if that's the case, like, what, if that was the case, why I feel like it's always still good to have DNA, just because you never know what you might need. But what's the point of you?
No, I was saying, like, what was the point of them even stop coming around after the 3rd birthday party then, if regardless you're gonna take care of them?
Yeah. Yep, that's a good point. I feel like, yeah, what was the point of that? Like, what was the point of you not coming around no more to now be like, oh, I'm gonna still take care of him? I feel like, yeah, that's a really good point. Like, what was the point of that? Because clearly you was gonna leave, and now you like, I mean, some people have a change of heart, but like Maury said, she was 13 years old, and when you 13, I mean, at 13, you shouldn't be out here doing stuff like that. But when you 13, you're young-minded, you know what I'm saying? Your mind, you haven't even matured as a person. You probably really don't know yourself that well. Because, I mean, at 20, I'm 23, about to be 23. and I don't really know myself that well. Or you, I mean, you know, but you still figuring out life, so to say. And I feel like she probably just was out here making some wrong decisions, some careless decisions, not even to say wrong, but just careless. And I feel like, you know, that landed her there. But that's really crazy that that ended up not being his baby, because she really seemed for certain. But that's why I always gotta wait to the end with these things, because they be, yeah, it'd be tricky. But you know, I'll be having to comment and share what I think so far, because I'm doing this reaction thing. But yeah, usually I wait till the end, because they're not even about to get me all hyped up for it not to even be they kid, or for it to be they kid. But that was a good one, y'all. But I'm gonna do one more. The next one is going to be being black trans being black trans twins in a white America, the Maury Show. So we gonna get into that one next. Thank you guys for watching. Make sure y'all like, comment, and subscribe.
Hey, you got it, girl, you got it.